Hi you guys, starting off where I left off on a few days ago. I went to my nephew's birthday party. It was a water park resort. I didn't know it was a water park resort because I didn't Google it. But anyway, we're back, and I also gotta do my cash stuffings because I didn't do yesterday's cash stuffing or today, so it's coming, y'all. But anyway. I'm not gonna waste no more time. We're gonna do the second part to high yield savings accounts versus CDs. Which is best for you? Okay, so we are on the CD part. So hold on. Okay. Okay, so let's do medium-term CD goals. And these are CDs, y'all. For goals and purchases that fall anywhere between 2 and 5 years, if you can afford to park your money in a CD for a predetermined amount of time, then a CD could help you grow your savings. For financial goals with a time span of 2 to 5 years, consider a CD. Stowing that money away where it's left untouched in the CD will help it grow safely. You can play around with Secrecy Bank's interactive CD rates calculator to see how much you can earn in interest over time. So Secrecy Bank, y'all, play around with Secrecy Bank interactive calculator. Y'all, my nose, I don't know if I can hear it. How about y'all? Oh, sorry. All right. If you're feeling a bit non-committal about leaving a chunk of cash for several years because of rising rates, consider a bump up CD. The beauty of a bump up CD is that you can reap competitive interest rates, possibly even higher than a high yield savings account, and have the option for a one-time rate increase should that rate offered by your bank for that particular CD term. So basically, let's say, like for instance me, I got a CD at 4.49% interest. That's my interest rate. Now, two things could have happened. Now, the interest that I was getting per month, I could have had them to keep putting it on the CD, and that way my interest wouldn't be $87, $88 a month. It'll actually keep growing every single month. Like my interest keep going up and up and up. Or I told them, look, I want that interest. I want you to put that interest and deposit it into my checking account every single month. Then I would literally get the same amount of interest, about the same amount of interest every single month, because they are paying the $87 to me forward every single month. And with the bump up version, basically what they're saying is, let's say after 6 months of getting the CD that you are getting for 24 months. So let's say you get a 24-month CD and you realize, oh dang, this CD was at 3.89%, but now the bank is offering a 5%. And somebody call you, hey, do you want to bump up your interest to 5%, because you do have a one-time bump up. So instead of getting at 3.89%, now you're going to be getting 5%, but you only need it once. So you want to try it on that 5%, or you want to wait around and see if it go higher. I would get the 5% because it's kind of rare to get something that high of interest. So yeah, that's basically what that means. But take it however y'all want to take it. You know, I'm just reading it verbatim on paper. Now let's go and let's read long-term goals, CD laddering. Sorry guys. If you want to optimize your interest earnings but still retain access to some of your cash, consider setting up a CD ladder. Let's say you have different goals with different timelines. You might want to tap into some funds in 6 months to purchase some gadgets during Cyber Monday, and you also want to buy a teardrop trailer for your family vacations in 3 years' time. Here's how the tactic works. You drop your money into a series of CD accounts. With each term lengths that mature at different times. For instance, let me read that over. That didn't sound right. You drop your money into a series of CD accounts with each term lengths that matures at different amounts. For instance, 500 in a 6-month CD, 500 in a 9-month CD, 500 in a 12-month CD, and so forth. Then, once a CD reaches its maturity date, you can either pull the money out to use or review it into a new CD with a new fixed term to continue earning on your savings. CD layering allows you to enjoy the best of both worlds of competitive interest rates and flexibility. Basically, what this means is, let's say you put a CD in for $5,000 and you say, you know what, in 5 years, me and my husband or me and my wife want to buy a house in 5 years. How are we going to buy that house in 5 years? And we are not really good at saving. We want $5,000 put in there. We got $5,000 now. Let's, me and my wife or me and my husband or you yourself, let's put this $5,000 into a 72-month CD. Or how many of a 5 years? I think that's 5-6 years. Yeah, something like that. Let's just say 72. In 72 months you're gonna buy a house. Let's put this money in a 72-month CD. So when you do that, you're really saving, and by the time the term ends, that $5,000 probably turned into like $7,000 something dollars. Like, you're gonna be gaining interest every single month that is in there, but you're gonna be gaining more interest in it because of the CD. Now, yeah, you really can't touch it, but if you really need to, you can touch it, but they'll charge you a penalty fee for touching it, but it won't be that much. But in this case, let's say you do that. Now, let's say you put the CD in, and then let's say, y'all got kids, and you get your taxes, and all that money that you got from y'all taxes, $3,000 or $4,000, you put another CD in, but this time you're gonna put this CD in for 12 months. So now you got a $5,000 CD for 72 months, another $3,000 CD for 12 months, and let's say y'all been working overtime over the holidays, you've been grinding, and you say, ooh, next year I'm gonna buy me a car next summer. Let me do another CD for like $2,000 more, and let me just put it away. Well, basically, that's basically what this laddering is. In 6 months, you'll get the $2,000. In 12 months, you'll get the $3,000. And in 72 months, you'll get the $5,000. But it's going to be way more than that for each and every CD because it's gaining interest every single month. Okay? Your money is sitting, accumulating interest, and they're just paying you to do that if you don't touch it. Okay? So it's a good way to save money. It's not in your normal bank account. So to me, if you're bad with saving money, put your savings in something like this and do it staggered. You know, every 6 months. They got 3-month CDs. But I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna keep on reading. So bottom line, is a CD or a high yield interest savings account right for me? So then they have a little chart. Everyday expenses, high yield interest savings. Emergency fund, high yield interest savings. Why? Because you can access it with no problem and without signing paperwork and going through a long process. Versus a CD, it's a set term, a set rate, and a set maturity date. Maturity date just means when you're allowed to basically touch the money. So if you have emergency funds or everyday spending, I wouldn't put it in no CD. Okay. Being mindful and having greater awareness of your financial goals and know how about what resources and options are at your disposal, you can make the best decisions for your savings at the end of the day. It's about feeling empowered about your money choices and earning highest possible interest rate while you're at it. Okay? Now, I think this is it. That's it, y'all. And this is high yield savings versus CDs. Which is best for you? Now, I like that one. I really like that one. Now, we're gonna read a completely different one. So I'm gonna stop this video. Alright, you guys. If you decide that, oh, this is we're gonna stop here, that's fine. Don't dwell on the happened to you in the past. Move on, move forward. And remember, just Google what's the difference between the high yield interest savings and a CD. Just Google it, because I just Googled this stuff and I randomly skimmed and scrolled down to the ones that I particularly liked. Alright? Alright, bye you guys.